Hey guys, so I'm coming at you from a different angle because I'm a little too tall for this challenge, but I'm going to be doing the Do I Have That book tag with my boyfriend's bookshelves. So none of these books are even actually mine, which is going to make it even more difficult to do. I'm going to be going back and forth between the computer over there and over here, so my head might get cut off a little bit because I'm too tall. I'm taller than the bookshelves, so we'll see how this goes. Alright. Alright guys, so the first one is, do you have a book with deckled edges? So I'm going to try and take a look. I might disappear from the camera while I look on the top shelves, but we'll see. I'll start low first. Yes. Deckled Edges. Two Dark Rains, but the other books have them too. Of this series. Alright, one down. The next question is, do you have a book with 3 or more people on the cover? So I'm going to try and find one. I have no idea. I also have not read like any of these books, so 3 or more people. That's one person. Yes, the Pendragon series. 3 people on book 4. Number 3 is, do you have a book based on another fictional story? This one's going to be a little challenging because I don't know these books, but I will consult Marcus and we will see. So Marcus has told me that this is a Vlad the Impaler retelling, but as a female. So I'm going to count that. Question 4 is, do you have a book with 10 letters in the title? Exactly 10 letters. Okay, let's go. Steelheart. 10 letters. Steelheart by Brandon Sanderson. That was pretty quick. Question 5 is, do you have a book that starts and ends with the same letter? Let's find out. I feel like S would be the letter to look for.
If I was going to, let's see. No.
Oh yeah. This book right here, Siege of Shadows, starts and ends with the letter S. This is book 2 in the Effigy series. Question 6 is, do you have a Mass Market Paperback book? This one's easy. It's his favorite book. It's up on the top shelf. 1 second, I will get it. This one is The Warded Man by Peter V. Brett. This is Marcus's favorite book, if anybody wants to know. Question number 7 is, do you have a book written by an author using a pen name? Marcus and I already discussed this. We've looked over his bookshelf, and neither of us even know if any of these are written by pen names. So we're just going to go on to the next question because we feel like we'll be here for a while. Question 8 is, do you have a book with a character's name in the title? Let's find out. Oh, this one. The Sudden Appearance of Hope. I'm hoping the girl's name is Hope, but I don't really know. And I don't know if Marcus knows either. But, oh, you have this book. The 15 Lives of Harry August. Thank you to that other book for having a blurb on this one. This is my winner right here. Question 9 is, do you have a book with 2 maps in it? So I feel like the books with maps in them are going to be up top. So I'm going to check up here. so we got 6 of crows. We got 1 map here. And then we have another map of a new place here. 2 maps. I found my book. Question 10 is, do you have a book that was turned into a TV show? So let's try and find one. I have no idea. Do movies count? No, I guess it specified TV show, so I'm gonna say no to that. So the Hunger Games is out. Oh, right in front of me. I'm not gonna take this out because it's in a box set, but the entire Game of Thrones series. I know a lot of you have probably watched the season finale, but don't tell me anything because I'm only on season 5. Question 11 is, do you have a book written by somebody who was originally famous for something else? This one's gonna take me a while to find, so bear with me. Alright, so after going through all the books and talking to Marcus, we have come to the conclusion that none of the authors were famous for anything before they became writers. So moving on to the next one. Question 12 is, do you have a book with a clock on the cover? Ugh. Question 12 is, do you have a book with a clock on the cover? And I'm pretty sure I remember him having one somewhere on here. Does the word clock count? Because this one has the word clock in it. Alright, this is a book I actually got Marcus for Christmas. This is a Doctor Who book. It's called The Essential and Unofficial Guide to Doctor Who's Greatest Time Lord. And this is a clock right here with all the doctors. So I'm counting this one. Question 13 is, do you have a poetry book? And I know Marcus does not have any poetry books. I do back at my house, but I know there are none here, so I'm just going to go ahead and skip this one. He's very much fantasy. Question 14 is, do you have a book with an award stamp on it? And I'm going to try and find one. I found one. Scythe by Neil Schusterman has this award on it. I'm not sure what award this is, but it has one on there.
Yeah, I can't read that.
Question 15 is, do you have a book with an author with the same initials as you? My initials are EM, so I think it's going to be pretty difficult. I'll take a look, but I'm not very confident in this. Deckled Edges too. That's a double whammy. I'm holding on to this one. Okay. So I did find this one, Station 11. It's by Emily St. John Mandel, so I'm not sure if that counts, but so far it's the closest I found. Also, it has Deckled Edges, so that's nice. I'll keep looking though, but this is probably my best bet. Alright, so Station 11 was my best bet. I couldn't find any other ones that were E and M, so I'm just going to move on to the next question. Question 16 is, do you have a book of short stories? And I do know that he told me about one of his books on here. I just have to find, oh, right here. Dangerous Women by George R. R. Martin and Gardner Dozois. I don't even know how to say that last name. This one has a bunch of short stories, and it includes a bunch by all these authors listed down here. I'm not going to name them off because there's a lot of them, but it's a very big book, and it has a lot of different tales in it, so that's one. Question 17 is, do you have a book that is between 500 and 510 pages long? Okay, so I'm going to try and find one. This is going to be a little difficult, though. Alright, so I found one. We got Foundryside by Robert Jackson Bennett. This one's 503 pages, so this one counts for it. So this is the one I'm using. Question 18 is, do you have a book that was turned into a movie? And earlier, I said one. That was The Hunger Games. It's down here. I'm not going to pull it out because it's nice in its box set. But The Hunger Games was turned into a movie. So there you go. Question 19 is, do you have a graphic novel? And I know for a fact that he does not have one here, but it's in his room. I'll see you in a flash. He, in fact, has 3 Flash graphic novels that I lent to him from my collection back home. We have Flash Rebirth, Flash, The Dastardly Death of the Rogues, and The Flash, The Road to Flashpoint. So there's 3 in 1. And the last question is question 20, and it is, do you have a book that is written by 2 or more authors? And I think he does up top, so I'm going to take a look. Illuminae is written by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I knew about this one earlier when I was looking through for the 500 pages. I also knew that this book was written by 2 authors like right away, so as soon as I saw it, I just went for it. Also written by the same authors, Aurora Rising, which just recently came out, so you should go pick that up. And that's it for the Do I Have That Book tag. Alright guys, so my final score I would say is 16.5 out of 20. The ones I didn't get were, we didn't have a poetry book, we didn't have a book by an author that was previously famous before becoming an author, we didn't have one written by a pen name, and then the one that I gave myself 0.5 for was the one where it had the same initials as me because we used the Emily St. John Mandel, so that was kind of like half points. So yeah, I ended off at 16.5, which I think is pretty decent for a bookshelf I'm not used to. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave me some comments down below about how I did. Let me know. It's alright, you can rip me apart. I know I was pretty slow at this, but I was also using a bookshelf that I'm not used to, so I think I did decent. Until next time, guys. Bye for now.